say the most popular coffee bean of all time is the Arabica bean, which came from Ethiopia. They say that almost 90% of the coffee that we drink today comes from an original plant or two that made that trip from Ethiopia to Yemen. I wonder if that little plant had any idea, as it was in a little pot working its way up the coast to Yemen, that it would become the forebear of most of our coffee today. He didn't come right away when the exiles began to return from Babylon to Jerusalem. He followed a little bit later. And it must have been the timing of God, because when he got there, he saw some things that were pretty upsetting to him. Something upsetting enough to where he did the kind of traditional Jewish thing. He grabbed his robe and just ripped it open. And then he went and started pulling his hair and ripping it out of his head. And then I'm sure he had a better beard than this, but he began pulling his beard out of his face, and he just like sat on the ground weeping. And everybody watched him saying, what is going on? Well, he found out. He found out that the original strain had already been diluted. He found out that his people, freshly returned from exile, were already worshiping foreign gods because they had chosen to marry foreign wives. Doesn't seem like it should be such a big deal. It was only 110 of the men out of thousands upon thousands upon thousands. Syncretism seems like a highly reasonable activity. You take multiple things, you blend them together, you produce something better. Now, while that works with many things in life, it doesn't work with the blending of gods. Does God have a problem with foreigners, with race? Certainly not. The entirety of the Old Testament leading to the New Testament is about God pouring himself through one people group, one ethnos, in order to reach out and bless the entire network of ethnos, of peoples throughout the world. God loves foreigners. There's times when we are completely wide open, and that's a good thing. And then there are times that we have to say no. One God. Almost like you're dating. I'm going to have one girlfriend. I'm not going to date others. I'm going to be faithful to the one. God's the same way. I have to be your one and only. It's interesting how one man alerted a people to something that they didn't think was a big deal, but he did. And his leadership brought the change that was needed. His tearing of his clothes reunited a people with God, tearing in order to repair.